You're a lonely sailor, and your soul is made of wind and rain.
As we drop the lines from the dock in Svolvær and turn north-northeast, we breathe a sigh of relief knowing that we should easily be able to make it to Tromsø in time for our newly adjusted haul-out date. Less than 2 weeks ago, while we were docked in Kristiansand, we were approached by Norway's immigration department. These guys here, they were nice, doing some training of new officers and asking tons of questions about where we had been and where we were going. And then they asked for our passports and those of our guests. They informed us that we needed to depart Norway by October 1st. We had hoped to stay in Norway until mid-October. It seems we had miscalculated our time in the Schengen due to a European biking trip we took early this spring. Yikes. We were already pressed, and now we need to leave Norway 2 weeks earlier than we had planned. We called the marina and adjusted our haul-out date. We had made arrangements to haul and store Ceros in Tromsø, which is about 470 miles as the crow flies from Kristiansand. With needing a week to close up the boat after arriving in Tromsø, we had about 3 weeks from when we chatted with immigration to make that trip. One of those weeks was spent exploring the Trondheim area, since we had one final set of guests who boarded the day after we learned of this new departure requirement. We quickly decided that our top priority was to follow immigration laws and exit the country on or before October 1st. So, on good movement days, we have been hopping as far as we could safely manage, while also working in as much exploration as possible. Now that we have confidence that the 4-day weather forecast will allow us to complete the remaining 150 or so miles to Tromsø, we allow ourselves to relax a bit, and to be happy and proud of what we have accomplished. The path we ended up taking significantly increased the mileage over the 470-mile straight line estimate we made initially. We think we will have traveled about 550 miles since departing Kristiansand, and we've enjoyed several great hikes, seen incredible natural beauty, and gotten far enough into a fjord to get up close to a beautiful glacier.
September cruising in Norway. Got your warm beverage. For me, it's a little chicken broth. Karen, it's coffee, and taking in this wonderful view highlighted by what's to our stern. We're leaving the town of Svolvær. Got all these fish drying racks over here. Huge amount. And we got excited because we saw another sailboat. Person coming into the harbor. There were a lot of boats in the guest harbor area, but they were not visiting boats. They were fishing boats or charter boats, you know, like crew charter to go out for a day's sightseeing. So it's rare that we see somebody else like us right now doing boating around here, and especially rare heading north. So we are off to explore more of the Lofoten Peninsula today. What a day it's starting out to be. And we are gonna go do a little lunch stop and then go up this really skinny little fjord to an even skinnier fjord called Trollfjord. We're headed over to this island straight ahead of us. Check out a little anchorage there, and then we're gonna continue on behind these peaks up through crossing the Lofoten Peninsula to the north side.
Here's our path from Svolvær toward Tromsø. Tonight we'll stay in Grunnfjorden, just outside Trollfjorden. Here.
All right, we are entering what's called the Trollfjord, and it's about 70 meters wide at this entrance here, and then it widens out a little more. This wall on the right is 1,000 meters high, dropping almost straight down into the water. We're gonna do a little tour into here. There's a lot of boat tour businesses in the area that give tours of Trollfjord. With a name like Trollfjord, you have to check it out. And this is an anchorage possibility around the corner there. Whew. My hands are freezing.
We're in Trollfjorden, a fjord that is about 2 kilometers long. So it's a pretty short one, but it's pretty dramatic. breeze is so chilly. With all the snow on the peaks over there, the air is just really cold. Oh man, this is just really gorgeous. There's so much green, it's like so narrow in here. It feels like this is about the narrowest point.
Doubts and blame. I'm a weary pirate, and my heart is made of dust and grain and spoiled champagne. I've got troubles, I've got sins, I'm my worst enemy, but I've still got a lot to give. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come, won't you come?
There's a teeny little waterfall right there. Just misting as it's coming down there. Wow, this is really dramatic. It's just gorgeous. There's some waterfalls coming over these rocks in the foreground, and back in there, it's like a valley that climbs way up into those peaks. It's just beautiful. It's mid-September. The leaves are starting to change. There's snow in the forecasts. And there's a little bit of new snow up on the peaks over there. Pretty crazy.
Hey, won't you come and say by chance, don't you want a man who fully understands a sailor's heart, a sailor's heart.
What a day. It was supposed to be sort of a little rainy, spitty. Turned out being just an incredible day. Sun keeps popping out. We are doing something fun and interesting today. What are we doing?
We're measuring for sails, new sails.
We're gonna get new sails, both our main and our jib.
Christmas present for the boat.
Yep, because next year we're gonna sail across the Atlantic next fall, and we're just starting to prepare for that. And both of our sails have been loved and used a lot, so they're getting a little tired. So anyway, yeah, this is a great day. Colors are so vivid. It's really beautiful. The look at the reflection on the water of the mountain. So Tom is actually taking pictures of the sail from the drone because we're wanting somebody to make sure they get all the measurements right. And this way we're showing the sail deployed. And yeah, so fun. All right, so there they go. The hurried is heading down into the Trollfjord. It's just crazy. I mean, it's just so narrow in there. I'm not really sure where they turn around. It's fascinating.
Leaving Grunnfjorden, and this is the place I hope I never forget in my memory. It's just stunningly beautiful. We had a quiet night on anchor. I'm gonna do a 360 here because everywhere you look, it's incredibly beautiful. Leaving Grunnfjorden. Got a narrow little cut to go through here. We already went through with the dinghy earlier, so we know what to expect there. And just this peak up here. This is where we anchored yesterday. Beautiful peak behind us. And then over here is the Trollfjord, which the hurried went into last night before nightfall. Just amazing. Now I need to help Karen navigate through here. Got a couple cardinal buoys. One there and one we're basically going to go right through the middle of these. We're at low tide, so we're trying to be especially careful of our progress. Got a little farmhouse here that, according to the book, went through some hard times, and the new owner has refurbished it. Got a lot of buildings to take care of there for sure, including this one coming into view. But a really nice spot here in a little nook of this inlet. Looks like they kept an old wooden boat there for sentimental value. But yes, they've done a well-recognized effort at preserving this 1880s, I think, 1800s of some period of time farmhouse. Beautiful. We're headed up the Raftsundet that cuts across the Lofoten Peninsula to the north side, and just taking in the view this morning. Beautiful place. I'm wondering if they use some of the scenery for movies and movie backdrops. Got a waterfall coming down here, and this very curious light brown rock sheer piece, like a slab, outside slab came off, and that was what was shown on the inside.
Quite the valley over here, but I don't think you can appreciate it with the sun at this angle. The light this morning is just beautiful. There's a couple of waterfalls coming down out of there. It's really pretty. Boy, we're going through a really narrow area up here, so I bet the current's going to be crazy strong.
So I said, hey, don't you want to come? Come and run away with me. Hey, won't you come? Won't you come? And say by chance, don't you want?
So this is what we always refer to as like the water boiling, where you can see some movement between the layers, the surface. Things are, there we are, that's boiling up. So, it's current going two different ways probably. Maybe some of it at this time of the year is warmer and colder waters that are coming down this sound and also coming in from the waterfalls nearby. So, we have 2.7 knots of current against us. We're coming up on this buoy. And you can just see it's just about tipped over. It's just pretty remarkable, the strength of a current. It's anchored down to the bottom of the sound. It's 10 meters deep here, so there's a lot of water rushing past here in a small area. Wow. That shows you what 3 knots of water is doing, the strength of that. It's just incredible. Being pulled from side to side. Whoa, we're rocking around. That sounds like a waterfall. Alright, going past it so slowly because we're moving through the water at 6 some knots, but we have 3 knots against us, so we don't move past stationary objects very quickly. There's a beautiful waterfall back there. Oh, wow, the sun's so pretty hitting it. Tom was just saying the current is 3.5 right now, and it's because we're going through this pinch point where the water is squeezed together and pushed through here at a more rapid pace than it is before or after this pinch point.
Come and run away with me. Hey, won't you come? Won't you come?
now in the shade, and it's just a huge difference. The sun probably increases the temperature at least 10 degrees, maybe 15 or 20. We crossed underneath the bridge back here in Raftsundet. Got a big mound up here that's hiding a beautiful valley going up on the other side. See, we get a picture of it as we go beyond here. It's great. Overhang there on that rock. Nice spot for a little summer cabin right there in the saddle of this little island. This valley coming into view behind this little island. Little pine tree sticking up. Beautiful perspective there in the foreground. Wow, it's almost like a fjord on land. I assume it's on land. Maybe there's water that goes back in there, but that's just tremendous.
So we just got to the northern end of the Raftsundet, and if we turned left down here, we would be able to cruise down the northern coast of the Lofoten Peninsula. So maybe we'll do something like that in the spring. But right now we're going to be going further up here and heading toward Senja, a couple other places first.
Hey, do you remember 20-something years ago, those cold nights in December, and the sound of the falling snow, the fireplace warming us, the VHS movie box, your old broke down touring bus.
After being underway all day, we pull into a marina at Risøyhamn for the night. We only have time to stretch our legs on shore before we tiredly climb into bed. Tomorrow, Tromsø or bust. This is our second to last morning underway. We're about 85 miles from Tromsø, and we've got an angry sky. It's beautiful. We're supposed to get some strong winds and a little bit of rain, but the forecast isn't really all that bad. In a few days we're going to get very strong winds, and that's why we sort of hurried up and decided to get to Tromsø even quicker. Plus we're freezing, and we're ready to sort of take the boat down for the year. What a great time we've had. There's our Norway flag. It's held up actually surprisingly well.
It's happened. We're in the land of snow on top of peaks. That looks like fresh snow to me from some of the rain we've had recently. We are about a day away from Tromsø, heading into a harbor called Finnsnes. It's a little town there. We're hoping to find a little bit of life. It's been pretty darn quiet out here, and the marinas we've been at have been very quiet, or we've been at anchorages, and things have been closed down in town, so hoping to find something open going on. And we've seen no pleasure boats whatsoever underway. There are docks, which is interesting, so they haven't hauled their boats out, or maybe they just keep their boats in the water in the winter. But yeah, nobody's out on the water. There's fishing boats, fish farms. There's a fish farm somewhere around here. Oh, right here. Steady population of fish farms, but not many pleasure boats out at all anymore. How low can you go? The sky is just above the water.
was a very bright rainbow here a second ago, but it's gotten a little bit more dull in the last few minutes. We have a dark cloud here. It looks like it might rain on us again. It just came through and poured on us a few minutes ago, and then the sun came out. So we are at Finnsnes. Yeah, it's supposed to be a cute little town. This bridge goes over to the island of Senja, which is becoming a very popular tourist destination. We may go over there on some of our land-based travel days after we put the boat to bed for the winter. Last day underway, and we're going up this beautiful fjord on our way up to Tromsø. We are getting ready to be done. This is why I love this lifestyle, because now I have to look forward to going home and going for hikes and getting ready for ski season, seeing friends and all that kind of stuff. We get enough sailing, enough couple time, and then we head home and we get some time at home. It is just a river out here. We're going through here. We just had 4.9 knots of current helping us. It's gone up and down, but I can look over here and it literally is a river. But boy, what a nutty place. There's a whole bunch of birds through there too, so it must stir up a lot of wildlife. My goodness, it is crazy.
Last day underway on our Norwegian and Sweden sailing summer. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. We sort of got used to these. We have so many coats on.
Yeah.
Layers upon layers.
So, good summer.
Yes.
Short but sweet. And we made it to the Arctic Circle, which was fun. We had a lot of guests on board, which is great. And we got a little second taste of Sweden.
Yeah.
Now we're leaving the boat way up in the north.
Yeah.
Last few moments of summer 2024, coming into the Skattora Marina. Karen's gonna miss this sharp corner here, I'm sure. And we're going into our haul out. Stern first. Yeah, they got the slings down, Karen. And it's a beautiful morning, probably the clearest day we've had in a long, long time in Norway.
Single cloud in the sky.
Join us next time as we tuck Sea Rose in for her long winter's rest and set off for some exhilarating land-based exploration in this amazing land that is so far north. Thanks for being a part of our Life 4.0. Subscribe so you can be notified of new video releases. And please give us a like if you enjoy our content. Until next time.
All we had was time.